as you dream they're not. In your dreams, love is the plot, carried on wings of hope. Each of our souls intertwine when we do. Instantly we see it, the time to grow and be it, when everything is pinned on a hope. Let's rise the dreams of your heart, that innocent youth, careless and kind, free to roam the breeze in love, only when two brilliantly shine as
Well, now that we got that little ditty out of the way, greetings and salutations, viewers. We're the Landstars, and welcome to Lunar Silver Star's story. Particularly the remastered version that recently came out at the time of this recording, obviously. It's a JRPG that, well, I've had very little experience with, but luckily we got a couple here who do know about it, starting with J.K. Lantern.
So I didn't play this game when it first came out, or when it came out again, because this was originally a Sega CD game. But a couple years ago, and it's a really funny story how this happened, my good friends Cherry Babam and Riot Earp, who, if you've watched our streams, has occasionally hopped into chat, gifted me the PS1 copy of Lunar the Silver Star story complete. I never finished it, but I was definitely enjoying it.
And, Sarat, what was your experience with this game?
I didn't have a Sega CD, so I couldn't jump on that, but I did have a PlayStation, and I do still have both Lunar Silver Star Story Complete and Lunar 2 Eternal Blue, and their original boxes with all the original extras that came with those boxes.
And boy, did they come with extras!
They came with a bunch of stuff.
This was originally localized by Working Designs, which for those of you who know anything about those meant came out way late, but came with a whole bunch of good stuff and a fun translation.
It's where I learned the word omake.
See, I've never actually experienced much of this game, and another person here who's also just as blind is Layla M.
Yes, hi. All I know is what we just saw, but I am seduced by the whimsy.
The new vocals for the opening song, I'm pretty sure. Either that or my hearing's going worse than I thought it was.
That is a completely redone vocal track.
Yep.
Did a good job with it.
But let us begin.
I don't remember when it started exactly, but the dream of having a fantastic adventure in far-off places grabbed my heart early and has yet to let go. You see, my hero is Dragon Master Dyne. Outside my village, there's a monument made in his honor. His adventures were the most fantastic of all, fighting evil, risking death, protecting the goddess Althena. It's all so...
Going for tacos.
Exciting. One day, I want to have adventures like that. But excitement of that kind is a long way from Berg.
Alex! Oh, Alex! Where are you?
Oh, hey there, Null.
Alex, couldn't you hear me? I've been flying around calling your name for the past half hour looking for you. I should have known I'd find you here.
Where else would I be?
In honor of the great Dragon Master, Dyne. I'm aware that Dyne was likely the greatest and most well-known member of the Four Heroes, Alex, but I'm honestly amazed you never get tired of coming to stare at his dome monument. Shoot, I just remembered that we need to meet with Luna to practice singing, and we better hurry because we both know she'll be upset if we're late.
So yeah, this game had voice acting and like full motion anime cutscenes. Even the Sega CD version, as I recall, had voice acting in it.
It had some, but nowhere near as much as the PlayStation.
True. I mean, Sega CD just has less power under the hood, but
Also,
like in an era where like RPGs had such wonderful translation as "this guy are sick" and "let's mosey," or
the truck half started to move.
or voice acting like "Mega Man, you must stop Dr. Wywee." Working Designs like had a voice acting crew and a translation crew. So Western releases for things being localized by Working Designs tended to take a while, but they were absolutely fucking worth it.
Yeah, I mean, by today's standards, not much. Okay, by today's standards, the original Working Design stuff is not considered great, but at the time, they were goddamn amazing. They were still a lot of people sounding like they were recording in broom closets.
I'm thinking...
They got the broom closet ending.
Yes.
Again, I'm thinking of...
Are we reading these lines or no?
Nah.
Fair enough.
Maybe we could do some of the NPCs if they're funny enough.
Hey, Alex, I figured you'd be here. Now that the weather's gotten warm enough to melt the ice around the Dragon's Cave, there's no time for us to waste getting started on our big adventure. If we hurry, we can sneak in without waking the dragon. And then, if we're fast enough, maybe we could find a giant diamond from its lair with thousands of silver that'll make us filthy rich and more famous than we could ever dream of.
Surat, humor me for a minute.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
I don't remember all of that original, but they were originally going to get a fantastic to huge diamond worth thousands and thousands of silver and be filthy rich for the rest of their lives!
Yeah, they definitely improved the line read in the new version.
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Much to my annoyance.
You see, part of the charm of the original was some of these line reads were so goddamn bad they were fantastic. And it is a pity that they fixed those, but that's a casualty.
I don't think it's that bad of a line read from what we just saw.
I mean, the original was absolutely atrocious.
But
it was atrocious in a charming freaking way.
So look it up later.
Yep. So yep, we're a kid. We live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Called Berg.
Mm-hmm.
Bergfuck nowhere.
Birdfuck nowhere.
I think that's just instrumental stuff, whatever your name is.
No.
No, there's actually singing going on.
Yeah.
There is singing happening right now. You just don't hear it in the game yet.
Yeah. Which we can...
Also, that statue is how you there are no ends.
Yep.
That statue is your restore point, basically.
Just like in Rhapsody.
And you save at any time just by hitting the button.
Yep. Like, you could actually just go straight to here and save as well. See?
Yep, but there is a hotkey that just opens up the save menu too.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now I will ask, do we care about the bromides?
The what?
The porn.
Oh my god, she's a Disney princess!
Kinda!
Oh my god, yes!
Link, eat your heart out.
Funny thing is, in the original Sega CD version, it was a harp. But this was being made roughly around the time Ocarina was, and we don't know if it's a coincidence.
Oh, Alex, I should have known you'd be late again.
It released before
Let me guess,
Ocarina
you were
of Time.
whittling away the morning at Dine's monument. Or were you planning more silly adventures with Ramus?
Joke's on you, it was both.
Joke's on you! It was both!
That's why I said that.
Yep.
But yeah, the bromides thing, there are a bunch of items hidden in the game, which are basically cheesecakey pictures of all of the characters. You can... getting them is a little bit of a god dang it thing. Like, you have to do very specific things at very specific times to find them. They do give, like, slight stat boosts if you equip them, but... Mostly it's so you can be like, oh my god, character is hot.
And for the achievements. Although back in the day, there were no achievements, but you know.
Yeah.
White Durgan!
White Durgan.
Blue eyes?
I think he has brown eyes, but...
Brown eyes, white Durgan. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of reddish.
I mean, that's a cat! That's clearly a flying cat.
That is a flying cat!
That's not Durgan, is it?
It's a flying cat.
Clearly,
Flying
definitely a flying cat.
Just try to interact with all the dogs and cats in the game you see, and you'll see the comparisons get made.
You want to go on adventures, but your parents will get mad, so I'd better keep you out of trouble.
Yeah.
However...
Yeah, because it's like... She was, like, adopted by his family, right?
Yes. Yeah, they'll go into it a little bit. It will mention it fairly shortly when you talk to his parents. For the adopted kid, she got the good room.
Damn. It's giving Mufasa.
You will see when we get into his house what I mean.
She has a bed, he has, like...
He has a bed, it just isn't it doesn't actually look like a room.
Hey, chicken.
Oh, hello, chicken.
Hey, chicken.
Chicken!
Chicken!
Leave the chicken alone!
I do not want to know what Grogloaf actually is.
I
never wanted to know.
Null wants to choke the chickens.
Yep.
Chickens were slowing me down.
I just want to choke the chickens! I crave death!
I'm not saying it.
This isn't rain code.
No, it isn't.
It could
even though
be.
this game will make some of those jokes.
But yeah, this is
Okay.
Luna's bedroom.
That's Luna's room, right there.
What did we just say about this not being rain code?
She gets a nice big teddy
That's
bear.
Alex's room.
Right over here.
What?
The middle. That's Alex's room.
Okay, well, that's not so bad.
But still, Luna got the better room.
She got the smaller room.
She got the room that's not a central walkway.
This must be very awkward when they have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
We know we can't stop you, so just take this shit so you don't die.
Basically, yeah. Of course the mother is like, you better get back home before dinner.
Exactly.
Now, there is an achievement for not equipping a weapon and going into a fight if you want to get it.
Okay. Well, okay,
So you
I'll hold off for
just-
now.
So you can go into like the first fight and not equip a weapon and
I
all
think
that.
there's-
But go down into the basement.
Yeah, I went the wrong way. It's over here, because there are chests.
And just keep in mind at any time you can leave the dungeon and come all the way back here to get healed up if you're starting to get a little bit
Injured, yeah.
get a little bit banged up, yeah.
Yeah.
Even though it does respawn every enemy in the cave, which is not a terrible thing because dear
Grinding.
God, do you need experience.
And there's our buddy.
Also, extra money will help you get the best equipment in the area.
Why are you blue?
He was blue in the original Sega CD, and they never changed that sprite for some reason.
Yeah.
Also, I keep looking at him, and he just looks like a chubbier version of the one troll brother in Orphan.
Also,
He reminds-
I mean, if you talk to the NPCs to get dialogue, make sure you always talk to them twice, because
Yeah.
almost every single one has 2 lines of dialogue.
Yep.
Kinda like the Grandia games. That is our adopted sibling, sir. We definitely aren't going...
You know, when they were first like on screen together and he was playing the ocarina, and I was like, oh, I can kind of buy the romantic chemistry between them. Then you were like, oh yeah, she's adopted into the family, right? And I'm like, fuck.
Well, the thing about that is,
I hate my life.
The thing about that is this is very Japanese.
Yeah. Now, clearly we must go this way, right? Nope.
Yeah, the Weird Woods is not for us yet.
But there's a chest right there.
go get the chest, furry cat!
No.
But fog.
But I can see the ice cooler so vividly.
Shiny.
Hey, they added disco lights.
See, I wasn't sure if that was added or if it was always there.
Pretty sure.
My mind couldn't remember if it was there or not.
My eyes.
That will never get to happen again either.
Oop, our first battle.
So auto battling will generally get you through things, but you want to set up the AI to not burn every piece of magic you have.
Yeah. So for now, we're just gonna attack. Plus, I already got the achievement for auto battle.
And we do have a way to speed up combat. I know on the keyboard it's the 1, 2, 3, and 1 and 2 and 3 keys
Yeah,
that will actually
I think it was this. I think it's probably one of the shoulder pads on the controller.
could be. Of course, the controller it decided to map to when I started up the game was the Super Nintendo USB controller. And don't forget, you do have magical healing ability.
Yeah. Yay! I got it. Look at us dance, boogie.
They're this kind of air guitars.
Can't see what Luna's doing right now, but
She does
She's
kind of this
swinging
thing.
back and forth a
Yeah.
little bit.
She's going buck wild is what she's doing.